feel the harmonics. Connected anywhere, everywhere. Let me plug into the system, so I can finally feel you. I got neon drips tonight, neon drips tonight. Oh, I got neon drips tonight. I got neon drips tonight, neon drips tonight. Oh, neon drips tonight. Beware of the hackers, they're coding fast tonight. You don't want a copy of me, original class tonight. I feel the harmonics, oh yeah. We are connected anywhere, anywhere. Let me plug into the system, so I can finally feel you. I got neon drips tonight, neon drips tonight. Oh, neon drips tonight. Yeah, I got neon drips tonight, neon drips tonight. Oh, neon drips tonight.
up? What do you do? Welcome to Club Shada episode 185. Yeah, the volume is nice like this. Siren Desil, thank you for the 10 Canadian dollar super chat. Thank you for supporting the show for so long and in such a regular way. I commend you. And I hope we have like 10 like you. No, 50 like you in the future. And then 50 like everybody else as well. When you guys will be like, oh, I was there before, I'm an OG. And everybody will be like, yeah, I don't care, I'm new and I'm more important than you. And then people will argue in the chat. You have like, I mean, it is what it is. I hope everybody's feeling good. This show is brought to you by Shada, where the gods of good fortune. As you can see, I have my Shada Gang brand new black hoodie from the brand new Shada Wear collection that you can see. Where can you see it? You can see here. Brand new collection. We got some crazy stuff. Like, so this is what I'm wearing right now. You got the hoodie. Comes in black, red, heather, blue, purple, khaki. I have no idea what this color is. What is this color? The last one. Oh, wait. Navy blazer? Dusty rose? Must be Dusty Rose. I know Dusty Rose is the last one. I mean, listen, lots of colors. And we also have, as brand new, we have recycled bomber jacket in black or in military green. I love this one. And the logos, the Shada Wear logo is embroidered. So this looks crazy. I can't wait to receive mine and test it and start playing with it. We also have what I was wearing the other time, which is the Sweet Fleece leather jacket. The texture is amazing. I would just say the only problem if really like this doesn't protect you from cold. It's more like for like when if the weather is around 16, 15 degrees, it's fine. But if there's some cold wind, you're gonna feel cold inside, but it looks amazing. I mean, you wear something under. And then the last new product is the leather bomber jacket Shada Wear. Listen, it looks amazing. I just received, wait. Let me show you. Let me show you. Ugh. Listen, that thing is beautiful. Fake leather, of course. Embroidery, Shada Wear in the back, and listen, wears amazing. Can't wait to go out with this one. I didn't try it yet, but it looks amazing. Listen, some nice stuff. Let me just put it back in its place. So yeah, listen, make sure you go get your Shada Gang apparel. authentic Shada Gang family is everything. Available right now in the store. I want to thank everybody that has been ordering stuff on the Shada Wear store, including Trish, who's the last member who bought something. I don't know if your t-shirts have arrived already, but you know that you're supposed to send me the photos when they do. So, you know, I'm gonna do some modeling. Yeah, so I can put it on my Instagram. Long time I haven't put something on that Instagram as well, so I have to take care of it. So what was I saying? I want to acknowledge our... Why am I here already? Wait a minute. I was here. Shada Wear, the gods of good fortune, and every new subscriber in the channel. Welcome to this beautiful place where everybody is family. I mean, except the stupid people that we banned. But hey, listen, they were looking for it, so you know how we do. You know how it is. I'm kind of hot now with this. Where was I? Yeah, listen. Every new subscriber to the channel, welcome. I didn't even check how many new subscribers we have in the channel. Probably around, let me see. Probably around, let me check. Dashboard, YouTube. So we now have 183,694 subscribers and 2,100 new subscribers in the last 28 days. Yo, this is nice. This is cool. So every new subscribers, welcome, and make yourself at home, but remove your shoes as you go through that door. I want to acknowledge the stream royalty for the month of March. It is our beloved Sirène des Îles. Thank you so much for supporting the show, and of course every sponsor, thank you as well for supporting this show. You are the fuel and the gas of this show. You know, it's these days we talk a lot about fuel and gas and sanctions. So you see the word kung fu I did here. Anyway, so I hope everybody's fine. I hope everybody's in good spirit as I am. I'm super tired. I woke up super early. You know, we wake up when our daughter wakes up, we awake. And our daughter is on school. Yeah, she's on school mode. So she just, yeah. Even on a Sunday, she's gonna wake up at 8:30, 8 a.m. So because her mother take her to school, because I work a lot at night. On weekends, Saturday, Sunday, when she wakes up, her mother doesn't want to know nothing. I'm sure she hears us because this one never sleeps really. She's always like, I mean, sometimes she sleeps, but you know, when we talk, she hears us. So if my daughter says I'm hungry, if it's the weekend, my wife doesn't even move. She doesn't even like move a finger or an eye or something, because she knows it's the weekend. So yeah, that's the time I wake up. I mean, yeah, listen, I wake up early anyway, but sometimes I sleep late, then I wake up early. So, but you know, this morning I woke up early, did her breakfast, and I was saying to myself, listen, after that I'm gonna go back to bed. And then I did the mistake. I sat in front of the computer. When I sit in front of the computer, start working. And Sunday doesn't exist for me. This is not sometimes I'm gonna force myself, make it a family day, but most of the time it's another work day for me. Mountain of Inspiration, how are you? Jujuzinia, what's good? Master Electronic, hey, look at this, look at this. Look at this. Wow. Look at this how you say when you do thing, look at this synchronization. Master Electronic, thank you so much for 45 crown, Swedish crown. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Thank you so much. And as I was saying, hi, how are you? I hope you're good. Hey, Steffi, what's good? I hope you good. Charlene, how are you? I hope you're good. The Future Sound, what up? How you doing? Oh, thank you so much. Sirène des Îles, hello and thank you again. Damn, this chat is on fire today. Trish, how are you? I hope you're good. Yeah, man, I might have to write books, I guess. Joel Amen, how are you, everybody? If you're not subscribed yet, go subscribe to Joel Amen TV. And listen, you will learn a lot about creating shows. Like the Joel Amen is behind a lot of shows, like his wife Dalia, for example, is in the back taking care of all the logistic, the things that I have to do by myself. She's lucky she has a guy that is a geek to do it. Ellis boys, how are you? I hope you're good. Where are you right now? Everybody put what time it is in the chat and the flag of where you are. Hey, lovely. So listen, every time you have your Shada Gang shirt, you have to do a photo and send it to me so I can post it on the Shada Wear Instagram. Because sometimes I forget to go to that Instagram. That's the problem when you have a lot of Instagrams. Yeah, you know it is. Thanks a lot. Yay! I got a t-shirt that says that already. I'm sexy something, whatever. I used to wear this in my shows. Dalia, quand on parle du loup. Tatiana, how are you? I hope you're doing good. All right. Seen everything. 2 a.m. in France. 2 a.m. in Sweden. Here in Portugal, it's 1 and 4 a.m. 1 a.m. and 4 minutes. You're in Switzerland? It's not 8 p.m. in Switzerland. Oh, it's Canada. Damn. Sorry. It was small. 8 p.m. in Canada. Same thing in Quebec, 8 p.m. 7 p.m. in the US. My God. So listen, I'm not going to be long tonight because I might fall asleep during the live, which would be horrible. I'll be like, and people calling people to try to listen. Yeah, sometimes you're an awesome artist, by the way. Wow. Thank you. Vraiment, je suis fatigué. Ça se voit ou pas? Je dois mettre mes lunettes noires. Listen. What do I want to talk to you about? First of all, I want to talk to you about my frustration. This is gonna wake me up talking. I should have taken some Red Bull. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you about my frustration. Listen, I'm so frustrated. The worst part is I've been frustrated 2 nights in a row. Oh my God. Listen, I don't know if this happens to you, but for me, listen, when I'm home, I'm chilling, I want to eat something, I go to Uber Eats, order something, or my wife cooks something, eat, cool. Sometimes I leave the house and I'm like, oh, I want to go eat at Guilty, or I want to go eat at my Korean restaurant, or oh, I want to eat a pizza there or sushi there. I have a destination, I know what I'm going to eat, I'm fine. But sometimes I go out and I don't know what I want to eat. I'm just like, listen, let me go out and I'll figure it out. So I go, I walk, usually I take my headphones and I call somebody. I call Buddy Sadva or my cousin Ladisa or Lil Mauro or one of my 2 best friends, Marcy or Lumana. I mean, I call somebody that when we call each other, it's a minimum of an hour conversation, half an hour, whatever. So, they keep me company, or maybe I keep them company while they are at work. And I called Lil Mauro yesterday. And we were on the phone, we were talking about branding, etc. And he was like, so where are you going to eat? And I was like, I don't know. But then I was like, I know exactly what I want to feel in my gustative palates. I was like, I know what I want to feel. And then I was like, I think I want to eat Korean. So I did a whole round of the neighborhood. Then at a point, I'm still talking to Mauro. So I'm walking, I walk maybe a kilometer or 2. And I get in front of the Korean restaurants. And they tell me that they full. So now I make a round of all the restaurants. And listen, there's so many restaurants in my neighborhood that if my mind was set on something and I don't have that something, then everything else is like, I'm watching everything and everything is good, but I don't want nothing. So after walking, I ended up going home frustrated because I didn't have what I wanted. So, I ordered some nice food from a place called Savage. Amazing Italian hamburger and some churros, Saturday food. Was cool, but I was still frustrated. So today, go out again. I call Lil Mauro again. So maybe I should not call Lil Mauro when I'm hungry. I call Lil Mauro again, and I'm like, so we continue our conversation about branding, about industry, about, a lot of things. And he's like, so what you gonna eat today? And I'm like, you know what? I really feel like eating Chinese food. And I really feel like eating I really feel like having a particular taste in my mouth. I want to feel like the taste of sliced beef with pepper sauce. That's like, this is really what I wanted to feel in my mouth. So as I'm telling this to him, I'm 2 kilometers away from my house. And I'm like, And at a point, as I'm talking to him, I'm like, you know what? It's cold tonight. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order what I want to eat from Uber Eats, so that by the time I arrive home, it will be there as well. And I start looking for what I want. And of course, that restaurant is closed. It was not even late. It was 9:30 p.m. But now I'm like, that's what I wanted to eat. So again, I arrive in the same restaurant strip in front of the water where I live. And I look at all these restaurants and I'm like, you know what? Nah, you know what? I really want to eat Chinese. So I go to Uber Eats and I see what Chinese food I could eat, or where I can find something that looks like what I want in another restaurant. And I'm like, you know what? Let me stop being complicated. I'm gonna pick the first Chinese restaurant that I see on Uber Eats, and I'm gonna order from there. And I look at the thing. There's a restaurant. I know where it is. I never been in. I'm like, you know what? Let me try this one. Order some chicken bao, gong bao, or something like that, and some rice noodle or noodle rice. I arrive home. Uber Eats arrived like 2-3 minutes after me. Got my food, turn on my TV, start watching the news. And from the package, I'm like, I don't know. And then, yeah. From eating, I could feel that it was not the high level Chinese restaurants that I'm used to and that I like going to, like the one I wanted to go, the Old House. But I could see it was one of those cheap ones. And yeah, I'm frustrated because it's been now 2 days that I'm trying to eat something that I want and I can't. So it's like, you know, it's like when you really want this girl, you know, like, or you really want this guy. Hi, Trish. You really want that person. And you're like, when I'm going to have that person, it's going to be amazing. And maybe one day you dance with that girl. You dance with her on the club and you do a nice zouk with the person. And you're like, oh my God. Like, you feel the body, you feel the way, the dance, the sensuality. And you're like, oh my God, this night's going to be crazy. And maybe, you know, she makes you wait for whatever reason because she believes it changed something. And then when you finally get onto the act, she's a starfish. It's horrible. It's a nightmare. It's like, you're like, while you're doing it, you're like, what am I doing here? And you're like, you know, yeah, when it's over, you just, you know, you talk, you're like, you want to watch a movie, but all you want to do is call a cab and boot her out. But yeah, listen, I'm frustrated. And yeah, I feel what I want to eat. I feel it. But it's not there. So, I feel the frustration. Like, if I was a baby inside of a belly, I would have a big mark, a big birth mark. Oh my God, it's a nightmare. So yeah, so I drink water to forget my frustration. And the worst part, inside of my house, there's nothing that I feel like eating other than candies. Maybe candies. Maybe. Let me eat some candies to see if it eases my frustration. not really. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. Maybe I'll take some more. Maybe I'll take one more to feel better. Stay far away from me, candies. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I don't get what I wanted. And then, yeah, it's, I mean, you know, we're supposed to be a little less, but sometimes you just rigid. That's called spoiled boys frustration. That's possible. That's completely possible. Yeah. Because listen, where can I see my street? I don't even know the name of that street. Wait, let me go on Google Maps. I'm going to try to see if I can see my neighborhood. There it is. Okay, so there you go. You see here. So you see here. So I live here, around here. And this here, so this avenue here is full of restaurants. This strip in front of the water is full of restaurants. And then you have the shopping center here, full of restaurants, cinemas, and whatever. And then you have this area here, full of restaurants. All this. So, listen. And I was here when I was talking. So where's the restaurant? My restaurant. Wait. How do I put? Oh, there it is. There you go. There you go. So this is the water, and so the shopping is down there. And when I was speaking to Lil Maro, I was actually here. I was exactly here. So I went. How do I go in front? I cannot go in front. I thought I could move. How do I go in front? Oh my God. These people are abusing. All right. Anyway, all this in front is full of restaurants. I don't know why I cannot go in. Normally, I'm supposed to be able to move in front. Let's see. Can I put my thing more in front? Like here, for example? What the fuck? Yo! No! Who are these people? Wait. Wait. Let me try again. Not on a restaurant. Okay. So this is a nice pizzas in front of the water. This is a park. But how I can move in front? I can see photos only? Oh my Makes no sense. Normally, wait, what's the name of that street? It's called Rua do. No, that's behind. I don't know the name of this place here. So Han Table Barbecue. That's the place I wanted to go to. And listen, this place, I mean, for those who follow me on Instagram, you probably see it. They serve you food and you cook it yourself. So they serve you everything raw and you cook it yourself. It's amazing. And that's exactly what I wanted to eat. I really wanted to eat there. I wanted the beef with pepper. This one, the beef with pepper. And yeah. And then, listen, there's another like 20 restaurants, but as soon as I didn't have what I wanted, it was over. I could not even fathom the idea of eating anything else. So I got frustrated. Spoiled boy frustration. I mean, yeah. You know. C'est une fausse conseillère. C'est une fausse conseillère. Quand j'ai raté mon avion, c'est à cause d'elle que j'ai pas dormi. Elle est restée là à me parler au téléphone à Kin, alors que j'avais besoin de dormir. Finalement, il a fallu que je check out à l'hôtel 2 heures après. Frustrated. Affaire de zouk, ma chère. Le chat aujourd'hui là. Dalia, demande à ton mari. Je suis un enfant gâté depuis toujours. Ça va pas changer. Ma mère m'a tellement gâté pour être petit. Et maintenant, je me gâte moi-même. You know how we do. I know. Listen, I need to lose at least 15 kilos. So, those are the last candies. Then I'm going back. Tomorrow I'm going back to the gym. Ah, candies only. That's not good. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, the view is amazing in my neighborhood. La femme de qui? Tu parles de Master Electronic? Because that's not me. I just spoke to her before the show. Before she went to sleep. Epa. Ma chère. No comments. Let me call Trish and ask her for advice. Tree. Huh? Where am I? I'm on WhatsApp. Wait. Tree. C. Oh. It's an Aquarius thing.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Club Shada.
Oh man, how did I end up here?
Well, somebody told me that you were the one who could give me an advice, so that's why you're here. So,
I don't know.
what you mean you don't know?
What's the issue tonight? What's the issue tonight?
There's no issue. I didn't eat what I wanted. That's the issue. So, I'm spoiled. And yeah. So, Dalia said call Trisha. So there you
Call
go.
me.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
So, was it just today that you didn't eat what you wanted to eat?
And yesterday as well.
And yes, okay, so that's 2 days.
That's 2 days in a row.
Okay, I feel you now. I understand your frustration.
I don't want to be understood.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand why you'd be frustrated. But here's the thing. Maybe tomorrow you'll be able to eat what you like to eat.
Yeah, but maybe tomorrow I will not feel like eating what I want to eat.
Oh, my God.
You see what I
Okay.
mean? I'm an Aquarius. That's how we are.
What does that mean?
Aquarius, that's my sign.
No, I understand, but like, what's your how are you guys usually?
You've never been with an Aquarius?
No, never.
Lucky you. What are you?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh my God, what a nightmare. So
What? No. I'm not gonna let you do that. We're like one of the best signs.
Oh my
Seriously.
God.
Like, Taurus is one of the best signs. I promise you.
yeah, you just have a sexy voice. That's true, but that's it.
Reste concentré.
Listen, I've been with a Taurus for a few months. I mean, it was 3 years. I mean, it was 3 more or less years.
Okay.
You guys just get angry for nothing.
No, that's not true.
And then,
Maybe it was just her.
the thing is, you guys get angry for a minute, and then you forget about your anger.
Nah, I think it was just her, honestly. Like me, it takes a lot for me to get really upset. But when I do get upset, it gets ugly. But it takes a lot for me to reach that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. I'm like that. You know, Aquarius, we are very mind people. We are we think a lot, and we just are in our own world. We see the world with our own colors, and when things don't go the way we want, it's not we don't get frustrated at people. So people will not suffer from us having issues, but then we will still be frustrated. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
We think a lot, and so Ellie said Kaysha might be pregnant. Last time I got like that, I found out about it.
Who said that?
Ellie's boys.
Oh my God. Let me tell you, the chat is lit tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the chat is everybody's is excited today.
You're the only one who's frustrated, but everybody in the chat, it's lit.
So
it's lit.
Charlene is saying Taurus and Scorpios are the enemies of the Aquarius.
Uh-oh.
So listen, for me, in my experience, Scorpio, I completely agree. I've been with 3 Scorpios in my life, and that was like 25 years ago. And after that, I was like, I'm done forever. Not touching those people again. Actually, one of them tried to hit me with a car. So just imagine.
What?
Yeah, long story.
They're crazy. Oh, they're like psychos. Like they're crazy.
Yeah, they're special. Very emotive. Taurus, I mean, Taurus, they're easy to control. Taurus is
easy to control.
Yeah, they yell a lot, but you tell them, hey, respire, and then poof, they're like, oh, sorry.
I don't know what kind of Taurus you dated in the past, but
listen.
Nah, I don't agree. I disagree.
I had the ones from the islands, you know, the one with green eyes and curly ears and caramels, like the crazy ones from the islands. So trust me, I know. It's easy. Taurus is easy, especially when you've been with Scorpion. We've been with Scorpio. Taurus is easy, piece of cake.
Okay.
Just saying.
Oh man. But like, did you have another option for the food, or like, are you the type of person like when you want to eat something, like it has to be that, like you don't have like other options
Listen,
in mind?
the worst part is, the thing is this: an Aquarius, if they understand their own problem, right? Because we are very self-centered, so we understand the issue.
My God.
So I understand the issue is me wanting to eat something that I cannot eat, and to solve the issue, I just have to find another choice, right? So
Yeah.
I enter Uber Eats, and I tell,
Okay.
I'm like, listen, it's very easy. Oh well, at least disagree. Taurus are crazy, yep, or the easy,
What?
whatever. I don't know.
What's his sign? What's his sign?
At least, what's your sign? So I was saying, this chat is crazy tonight. So
I'm telling you, the chat is lit.
it is.
Like tonight, I don't know what's in the air, but it's lit.
So I was saying, Aquarius, because we are very self-centered, when we know there's a problem that comes with our rigidity, because we had a specific choice and we don't want to change, right? Because we know it, we know how to solve the problem ourselves. In the contrary to other people, you tell them the problem is this, and they're like, nah, you don't understand me. No, we understand ourselves. So I'm like, listen, my problem is simple. I want to eat this Chinese, exactly that meal in that place. The place is not open. So you know what I'm going to do? Ellie's voice is Leo. You know what I'm going to do? That's what I said to myself. I'm like, I'm going to solve this problem by going to Uber Eats, finding another Chinese, the one that is best rated, that is still open, and I'm going to have them serve me food in 10 minutes, which is the time I need to get back my home. And to me, I was like, problem solved. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I saw the prices, I saw the stars in there. Everybody was like, oh, this is super good. Good reviews. I was like, all right, if everybody is leaving good reviews, then it's a great place. The problem is, if everybody is fucking cheap and have no taste, of course they're gonna leave good reviews.
Okay.
So when the food arrived, like, listen, I got this Italian place. When you ask Uber Eats, like just the bag they give you, you're like, wow, I'm gonna keep this bag. And I got the other Chinese place, like just the presentation when you just receive, even McDonald's, when you receive the bag, you're like, all right, there's an effort. They do a presentation even for takeaway.
Okay.
And then the boxes, that special boxes with their logos, like, and they serve you, they bring like. And here I received like a plastic bag, just
like a
regular transparent plastic bag, and I was like, wait a minute. Okay. Well, listen. So I opened the thing. It's just like those plastic, how you say, Tupperwares, and I was like, all right, listen, maybe it's just,
so it wasn't even like in a special box.
Nothing. So I was like, sometimes the presentation is not that important.
It matters.
Right? No, it doesn't. True love is deeper than the oceans. True love, if the girl is ugly but she's amazing, love is love.
Really? Since when? Have you ever dated an ugly girl? Be real.
Dated or just one night? I mean, now listen. Did I tell you about?
Oh man, I can't.
Julie saying that you have the voice of Kourtney Kardashian.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Is that a compliment? Is that good or bad? I don't know.
I don't know. Usually, I've been with a Bélier. What Bélier is? Bélier is.
Bélier, I'm not sure what that is.
So that's Bélier is April.
Yeah, I think it's before Taurus, right? I
It's-
think Bélier is before.
Bélier is so you have Aquarius and then you have Bélier.
Yeah.
Forgot the name in English. Anyway, I've been with one for 3
We're
years.
all over the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah,
we're
anyway.
all over the place with this
So,
thing.
as I was saying,
Yeah.
one day I dated somebody on MSN that I never seen. Right? And we dated for 6 months without ever seeing each other. Well, that was in 2003 while I was recording my third album.
Okay, no, before you continue, I have a question. So
Yeah.
you like you didn't see her in person, but like did you have a picture of her at least?
When I asked for pictures, she sent me something that was very blurred. And like you know, it's not like today. Today we all have phones with cameras. We can
Yeah.
FaceTime. We can today it's easy. Go
Yeah.
back in 2003, 4 years
Yeah.
before the first iPhone.
Yeah. That's
So-
like way back.
Yeah, we won MSN, blah 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 blah. We start talking, and actually it was a friendly conversation. Then I tell her that we just talk all day, very cool person. But then I'm telling her that, you know, do you have after a point, like, you know, a good conversation, I'm like, oh, you know, like, hey, do you have a picture just for me to put on your profile? That's what I said. I was like, yeah, you know, just a picture just to put on profile. And the girl
Yeah.
was like, oh no, you know, I don't take pictures. So I was like, how, like, so what you look like? She was like,
Yeah.
you know, I look normal. I have long curly hair, very long. My eyes are like brown but very clear, like golden, and I'm not too tall, but I'm okay, and I look like this, like that. And me, I was like,
Describing herself instead of sending a picture.
yeah. Well, back in the days, you know, it was
Yeah.
easier to be a catfish. And then I was like, hey, you know, who cares? And then I was like, okay, listen, nice to meet you, nice talking to you, but I have to wake up tomorrow for the studio, so, you know. She was like, good luck for your studio, and listen, if you don't mind, we can exchange numbers, and so maybe I can call you in the morning to make sure you wake up. And I was like, wow, this is very nice of you. You know, that's, wow, like this, wow, like, yo, somebody, you know, when you're a celebrity,
Nah.
everybody is
That's
expecting.
a bit much, though.
But
Nah.
thing is this: when you're a spoiled boy, your mama's boy,
Okay.
and mama's far away in Africa, and you're here alone in France, and you a celebrity, so everybody is used to asking you for stuff. Make me a star, do me a beat, please.
Yeah.
Can I come to the party for free? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Somebody tells you, hey, what is your real name? All of a sudden, like, those things matter for some reason. Or
Yeah.
if somebody tells you, let me call you to wake you up to make sure
That's
that you're not gonna leave, you're gonna lose hours in your session. It just means something. You just like, oh wow, this is nice. So, you know, live your life. Next day you wake up around 8 a.m., 8:30, you start getting ready for the session, and then you get a call at 9 sharp.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello, I hope you're fine. Listen, it's just to make sure that you're awake and you're ready for your studio, and don't forget to hydrate yourself and eat something.
Oh my
at
God.
12. And me, I'm like, wow. Yo. Oh, you know. So I'm not saying at that moment that I want to be with the person. I'm just saying, wow, like, that's a nice
Like
person.
it's different.
It's different.
Right.
Yeah, like she's not a groupie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, at a point you start having a lot of groupies, and then you have a lot of people, they want to pretend they don't care about you because they don't want
Yeah.
to be groupies. And then you have somebody that just comes and she's just a nice
to say,
person to you. She's just nice. She
Right.
wakes you up in the morning like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I do my session. I'm recording recording on Decoy and all those songs, One Love, etc. And at 12 p.m., I get a call again. And I'm like, hello? She's like, hey, hi. I hope I'm not disturbing. I just wanted to know that if everything is going fine and if you're eating your food.
Nah, come on.
Don't forget to take a pause, hydrate yourself,
is
and
that?
eat something. And me, I'm like, yo, wow, listen.
And you fell for it?
No, I was like, wow, she's a great person.
Okay.
So, Charlene, Virgo are the worst. I've been with Virgo, fell in love, got my heart broken. I hate you guys. So I was saying, for them guys, I know you are. Anyway, back to the story. That's the story inside of the story, because
Oh my God.
actually it's the Chinese part. So
Yeah.
at a point, so at a point, we start talking. After the studio, before the studio, when I'm posing, we start talking all the time.
Yeah.
We start talking like every day. And,
Yeah.
And time goes by, a month go by, and we talk all the time. And in the
That's
back of my head, I'm like, I wish I knew how she looks like, because she feels like a great girl. And
But hold on, she didn't even have like a profile pic, because back in the day, because I remember having MSN and I had a profile pic.
listen,
So she didn't even have that.
her profile pic was some flowers. People that would.
Oh no. Oh my God.
Aries. So, time goes by. Time goes by, and we talking. So we talk about things like, she's like, listen, and it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. So yeah, how many girlfriends you had? Questions. And me, I'm like, not a lot, maybe 4. Everybody know I'm innocent, so I'm like, oh, blah blah blah. And she's like, and I'm like, so what about you? And she's like, 1. And I'm like, what you mean 1? And she's like, yep, 1. And I'm like, what you mean 1?
How old was she? Do you remember?
At that time,
Like in
I
her...
think I was 20. I was 20. I was 28, and she was
Okay.
probably 26 or 25. I don't remember, something like that.
Okay.
And I'm like, what you mean 1? And now she's telling me, yeah, I met this guy, promised me the world, and he promised me the whole world. I was a virgin, and we made love. We made
She's
love.
telling her entire life. Yeah.
We made love one time, and I fell, and I got pregnant.
Oh.
And then boom. And then
Okay.
he actually had another girl. I just found out that he was lying to me and blah blah blah. So that's the only time I made love, and that was 6 years ago. And I was like, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to do a Club Shada special with just girls calling me. So
You have the craziest stories. Let me tell you this.
I
Your
do.
stories are just, oh my God.
my stories are amazing. So listen.
Yeah.
So I'm asking her, wait a minute. So you got pregnant and he disappeared. And she's like, yes. So what did you do? And she said, well, I had my baby. I'm like, wait a minute. So you have a baby from the first time that you ever made love? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, so after that? And she's like, oh, after that, I never, ever made love again. I'm like, what? So I'm like, so you kind of like a virgin?
No, she's not. She has a whole child.
Well,
How is-
listen, you know, the Congolese mind. You're like, oh my God. Sometimes the Mongo comes out of you and you're like, oh my God. She only had sex one time with one guy. So more or less, she's like, oh my God. She's she's perfect.
She's pure.
She's
Yeah.
pure. And you know, if you're not the first one, you're the second one. She will not ask herself in her life, how is it with the second one? Because you're the second one. Because when you're the first one, they ask themselves, yo, maybe there's better. So one day, they try another one. You see what I mean?
Oh my.
But if
Okay.
she did it already with a bastard, if you arrive after that and you good and you treat her right, she will never go find something else because she's gonna be
she'll
like,
never
oh my
leave you.
God, I went from minus 100 to 200. That's the amplitude of 300. 300 points you win. So, you know, we start talking and the conversation start changing into da. And one day, after maybe a whole month of talking and at the same time her calling me every day, etc.
Yeah.
One day I call her and she's very strange.
Uh-oh.
She's kind of, I don't know.
Was she cold when you called that one time?
Yeah, she was strange. And I was like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? She's like, nah, nothing, cannot talk really. Listen, can we talk to each other tomorrow? I don't feel. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And she's like, no, I said, well, no, listen,
Wow.
you can tell me anything. Listen, I'm here for you like you're here for me. So tell me what's going on. And she's like, she starts crying on the phone.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, no, I don't know. Like, I cannot tell you. I was like, oh my God, like. What's going on? Like, baby, well, tell me what's going on. It's like, no, listen, it's something that I have to tell you. I have to tell you the truth. And I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe you will not talk to me again after I tell you the truth. And I'm
It
like,
was a man.
oh my God. Not at those, at that time, that was not like that. So I'm like, listen, you can tell me anything, and I promise to you that whatever you tell me, listen, if you see that live, that's her, if she sees this live one day. So I tell her, listen, if you can, whatever you tell me, I promise you that I will not abandon you. I'm not that type of guy. And you and me have a special relation that, we never saw each other. We've been only talking on the phone. But, So she's like, you promise? Do you promise you're not gonna forget me or hang up when I tell you? I said, no, listen, you can tell me anything. Don't worry.
Wow.
I got you. So she says, I think I'm in love with you.
Oh, come on.
And you know what I reply?
What?
Me too. Me too. And she's like, oh my God, I never loved somebody like this. This is so true. I said, yeah, this is true because, you know, I don't care how you look. Bobby the magician, I want to know your daughter. I want to be her father. Bloody oh blada. And I want her to meet my son that is 2 years old or 1 year old. Don't forget. Listen.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, I was in love. I was in love.
So okay. So now I have a question. It's more of like a general question. So can men actually fall in love that easily?
I was in love for real. What the fuck you talking about? Do you see this show on Netflix called what's the name of that show on Netflix called there's this show on Netflix where they meet but they never see each other but they can talk to each other and they are in pods.
What? Oh no.
It's called wait. They have a new season actually right now. Let me put Netflix on.
Oh man.
It's called I forgot Netflix weddings something dark. You don't know this show? It's called what's the name of this? Damn, I forgot the name of that show, but it's a show where those people talk to, so it's like 100 people, 100 men and another 100 women, and they just have conversation. You know, first you each talk to different people, and then once you really find a person after like a whole 2-3 weeks of talking, if you really find somebody that is your soulmate, you ask her to marry you.
Your soulmate. So how do they communicate though? Like over the phone?
No. They have there's microphones, so when they talk, they don't see each other, but they are like on the other side of a wall. So there's microphones and they hear each other. So it's like a phone conversation. And then once you ask somebody to marry you, then you can meet them. And then you go to Mexico together. You have to watch this show. It's amazing.
The honeymoon?
Yeah, you go on a honeymoon in Mexico, and that's when you see if you compatible as a person, compatible sexually, etc. And then after that, you move to the next phase, which is presenting your fiance to your parents,
your family,
your family, etc. Then you have to choose the dress, and then the next thing is the wedding day, where you still can not show up if you want on the wedding day. And so that show is crazy because some people until the last minute they love, and then at the wedding day they don't come. Or some people they still together today. Like you you have to watch this show. So you have the American version, you have the Brazilian version, and now you have the Japanese version, and now you have the second season of the American version. It's Love in the Dark, I think it's the name. Wait, let me
in the Dark.
Let me see. Love in the Dark, Netflix. I think it's the name of it. No, it's not Love in the Dark. Damn, what's the name of this show? Wait. Netflix wedding show. Damn, I hate that I cannot find. Oh, Love is Blind. That's the name of it. Love is Blind.
I think I've heard about it.
You have to watch this show.
Oh my God.
Amazing. Listen, everybody, you have to watch this show. Love is Blind. It's crazy. And
is it like a reality?
Yeah, it's kind of a reality, and then there's some people really get engaged, and they're really like, some people really stay together, and then you have one, she really wanted that one guy, and the guy went with another girl, so the whole rest of the time she's in Mexico with her second choice, but she keeps trying to get the one from the other girl, and then the other girl
Yeah.
almost beat her up. So listen,
Oh,
listen, you have to watch this. That like I would love to have this in Congo. That would be the best show ever.
no, that would be chaotic. Like, no.
So listen, let me tell you the rest of my story.
Yeah.
So I'm not lying, Julie. I'm for real. I was really in love. We were in love. We were just like, listen. The next day, I call my manager.
Uh-oh.
I call my manager and I tell her, hey, listen, I met this girl online. She's a lawyer. She's a great person. She has a kid. Blah, 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 blah. She's single. I have a kid too. I'm single. Hey, listen. Listen, I think I think she's the one. And my manager is like, so where did you meet each other? I was like, on MSN. And so she's like, so how she look? And I'm like, I don't know. And she was like, huh? You?
Yeah.
You? And
Yes, you.
so to me, it was actually, Aquarius, like, yeah, we're very visual. So to me, it was a kind of also comment on dit un défi en anglais?
Challenge.
A challenge for myself. It was a challenge of, can I love somebody? So this is why this show is amazing for me, because I was like, oh, I've been there. I was like, can I not be about physique? Because listen, me, I've always said, to me, a good relationship has to be, my eyes have to be happy, my heart has to be happy, and my mind has to be happy.
Right.
And some people don't care. Some people will tell you, hey, listen, as long as my heart is happy and you make me, feel...
An act of mind. Yeah.
I don't care how you look. Some people don't care.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's something you choose. I believe that some people, we all are the way we are. And listen, I was like, I've been with models, all these beautiful girls my whole life. So everybody, like my manager started laughing. He's like, come on, you never saw her. How you can? I was like, no, listen, this is different. The fact that I don't see her, so I know it's true. I know it's different. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So she's like, when are you going to see each other? And I'm like, we don't know yet. I was like, okay. If you say so. So she was living in another city in the north of France, not far from Belgium. And
I love how you're not saying the city. I love it.
No, hey, listen, I'm a gentleman. So yeah, listen. So we talk another month. And at a point we decide of a day when we're gonna see each other.
Yeah.
And we start talking about the things we're gonna do to each other when we're gonna see each other. So because I'm like, listen,
it got spicy.
Yeah, it gets spicy. I'm like, listen, if you only did one time, I'm gonna teach you life. I'm gonna teach you life. I'm gonna teach you life. I'm gonna turn you into a Julie Badi. So,
oh Lord.
So I'm like, yeah, listen. Now I'm on that, Yeah, we talking. Because now we like, yeah, listen. We are together, even if it's only on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna show you everything I know. Everything I learned my whole life has led me to this moment. And all this is for you. I'm gonna show you how. Like you actually know nothing. You did it one time, and then you got a kid, and then it's been 6 years. Yo, you better go to Obad and buy yourself like some nice lingerie, because when I'm gonna see you, so
it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So Um, you still here?
Yeah, no, I'm
Oh, sorry.
listening.
So,
Yeah.
so now, and you know, yeah, I mean, I trusted myself.
Non, mais tu sais, le truc, c'est quoi? J'ai l'impression que ça va aller dans un truc. Oh là là. Vas-y, continue.
So what? So then, we decided a date because I had a show. So I tell Gideon, hey, listen, we have this show at that date, and I would love to invite her to come with us.
Yeah.
And so it was me, Elisio, her, Guylaine, and a friend. So, you know, she said, listen, it's not far. We're going to, I don't remember what city, like Orléans, something like 2 hours from Paris. So, yeah, listen. I tell her the date. She tells me she's free. She can, da-da-da-da. She has to organize with the kid, blah, 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 blah. But, hey, listen, she'll be there. She's going to come, da-da-da-da-da. So let's see each other in 10 days. Okay.
Yeah.
So I explained the situation to Elisio. Elisio tells me, wow, listen, that's beautiful. I mean, hey, if this is how you feel, this is how you feel. It's legit. I'm like, yeah, it's legit for real. Like, So
Yeah.
So the day before, she calls me. And she's like, can I tell you something?
Uh-oh.
So, Lily, you have to... So she's like, can I tell you something? I'm like, yeah, of course. What's going on? She's like, I'm scared. And I'm, what you scared about? She's like, I'm scared that you're not going to like me. And I'm like, what? I'm not that person. I like you. I love you. Like, listen, how you look doesn't matter anymore. And listen, you have long curly hair, gold eyes, your skin is caramel, you like this, that. I mean, you can only be, yeah, listen, you can only look nice.
Right.
So, hey, I mean, in the back of my head, I was like, yeah, nah, she can only look great. She's just like, listen, some people, and not like today. Today, everybody likes to take photos.
Yeah.
Because everybody's born with a phone. But back in 2003, some people never took photos. It was not something that was so common to have tons of photos of yourself on your phone. Especially, you didn't have the space on your phone to have all these photos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it was.
But how was her voice though? Because you know sometimes you can tell when someone is pretty, when a woman is pretty by the sound of her voice, and same thing with men as well. How was her voice?
The fuck you talking about? What is she talking about? What?
Oh my god.
So you really think that, like, from your voice right now, I would say that you look great?
Yes, you can tell.
No, you can't. You could look you could look like a frog.
Nah, you sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you can tell.
All right.
No?
Yeah, I mean.
But did she have a nice voice?
She has a very soothing voice.
Okay.
So, yeah, I told this story already, Julie. So now, the next day, I arrived to the train station. I arrived to the train station, and all of a sudden I feel stress. Because now, this is going to be the moment my life might change forever. Because I'm going to see,
truth.
The moment of truth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God. She's gonna be beautiful. She's gonna be amazing. She's gonna have long hair that arrive to her knees or to her ass, and the hair are gonna. She's gonna look like an advertisement for Fadouche. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be so beautiful. And then I see her train coming, Voie 11 from Gare du Nord. The train is arriving, and I'm like, oh my god. And she told me I'm gonna be on car 21, so I get where the car 21 is. And then she gets out of the train, and my love just run away from my body. I was trying to get it back.
Oh.
I don't know why. I look at her and I was like, and she look at me. She like, you know when you look at somebody and you're trying to fake as if you know how.
But hold on, I have a question. How did you know it was her? Did she tell you what she was wearing?
No, I could see from her face that it was her.
Okay.
She came with her suitcases and she looked at me, and then she was like, "I don't look like, happy. You're like, I don't look like." And I'm like, "No, of course not. No. Let me get your suitcase." But in my head, I was, "Oh my god." I can't do nothing for that person. Listen, listen. That's when I realized that you don't have to lie to yourself. If you like pretty people, you like pretty people. This is the way it is. So she was. Listen, she was not ugly.
But she wasn't your type.
She was not my type at all. I could not do nothing for her, not even pretend. Facially kwangan sala. Listen.
Oh my god. But how is the body though? Because sometimes the face may not be all that, but the body's on point.
And what am I gonna do with the body that's on point? if I don't like the face, I'm not that person. I start up to down. I don't go. I'm like, oh yeah, listen, I'll do with the body. No, I can't. I can't. Okay, how can I say?
Oh my god.
I mean, listen. She just looked. She just looked. I mean, how can I say it without being disrespectful? She just looked plain.
Plain?
Yeah, she was. Listen, you see, when you go on the street.
Okay.
When you walk on the street, you're gonna see some people, right?
Yeah.
Your eyes are gonna stop on some people.
Yeah.
Because they have a nice body, maybe they have a nice face, maybe they have strange features, maybe they have an aura, something that's gonna make you look at. Maybe if you walk on the street for an hour, your eyes are gonna stop on 10 people, more or less, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you're gonna have 90 people or 1,000 people that you're gonna not even see.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was one of them. Maybe she was the queen of them.
Oh.
There's nothing I could do for that person. If it was a reality show, that would be a nightmare. If it was a reality show.
But you see, Kaysha, here's the problem though.
Yes.
You said that her personality was amazing.
It was until I saw her face. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Listen, I was saying, God, I'm so sorry. God, I'm so sorry. I'm not what I thought I was. I thought I was a good person. I'm not. I was young. Come on. I would at least have, I don't know. The thing is this. if you talk to some, listen. let's so listen. Actually, we're still talking about Chinese food, but this is a story inside of the story. But now inside of that story, I'm gonna do another story. I'm gonna open another story.
And you see, this is how we ended up, being on the phone for an hour. Because you have way too many stories. So
it was not an hour, it was 5 hours. Anyway.
Okay.
My uncle only loved legs, even if you don't have a beautiful face. Bless your uncle. I don't.
What did he say?
Dalia said that her uncle only loves legs.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Jambes. Elle était banale. Non, elle manquait pas de charisme, Julie. Elle était invisible. There's nothing I could do. Listen, there's nothing I could do. I mean, I could be her good friend.
Yeah.
But wait,
not like.
I'm gonna come back to this story, but let me open another story inside of the story of the story.
Of the Chinese, yeah.
Yeah. Lily, don't go. So, j'espère qu'elle verra jamais cette vidéo. So, one day, I'm on I-5. You remember I-5?
Yes, I do.
So
I like I-5.
I like I-5 too. So I'm on
Yeah.
I-5 and this girl starts speaking to me. Listen, the girl was
The same girl?
No, not a girl. Listen, this is a story inside of the story inside of a story.
Okay.
So,
all right.
These girls start talking to me and we start talking and she has a ton of photos and she looks super pretty. So I'm like, where you from? She's like, what do you do in life? I'm like, I write books. So that's me. That's what I say. I tell people I write books. I write books. Oh, amazing. Blah, blah, blah. You know, you look like a singer. Do I? I don't know. Yeah.
But hold on. But Kaysha, you were already known at that time.
I know, but I like to pretend. Just, you never know. You never know. So,
okay.
While she's talking to me, I look at all her pictures. And she looks beautiful.
Of course.
And I ask her, so where you from? And she's like, I'm from Portugal. I'm Portuguese. Do you know Portugal? I said, Portugal. Yeah, I go there all the time. Oh, yeah. When is the next time you're going? Well, I'm going in 2 weeks. I would love to see you.
Yeah.
So, listen, in 2 weeks, I had a show in Portugal. So I tell the girl, hey, let's meet. Like, my show is, I didn't talk about my show. I was like, I'm working Saturday, but I'll be there from Friday. Maybe we can see each other Friday.
Yeah.
And I didn't listen. I go to all the profile pictures and I'm like, yeah, nice.
Là, t'étais content, là.
Oui, j'étais prêt. Ready. So, Friday, I arrive in the afternoon, go to my hotel, prepare my things, get ready. I'm like, yo, listen, hey, I'm here. Oh, you here? Amazing. I'll be in that club. Come meet me in that club. So, I go to the club.
Yeah.
And when I arrive to the club, how you say cachalot in English?
I don't know.
She was a whale. She was huge. Listen, did you see the movie Mario Bros?
No, I didn't see it.
So she looked like a dinosaur from Mario Bros. She was like, she looked like she was okay. Sorry.
So mean.
Listen, no, she was mean for making me believe that she looked like what she didn't. Listen.
Oh my
Long time
god.
ago.
Okay, what kind of photos did she have? Was it just like her face? Like,
listen, that's when I learned that you have techniques where you take your photos with a certain angle. You always look a certain way, And
Oh my God.
so that's how you catfish people.
Yeah.
So, but listen, I saw her, we talked,
Yeah.
we had a drink, it was cool. And
Yeah.
and then I was like, well, listen, I just landed, so listen, maybe we'll see each other tomorrow or something. I'm gonna go back to my hotel. Well, it was nice to meet you. See you soon. Peace. And so I never made her feel uncomfortable. I never said something bad or whatever, because we never promised each other nothing. I just went. I was ready to bring her back with me, but I realized this is too heavy to bring back home. She will not go through the door. So I let her where she was. I said, peace, one love, peace to the gods, bless you.
Oh
I went back. So listen, yesterday,
Yeah.
so listen, we stayed friends.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe she will see this video, but that's not you I'm talking about. So yesterday, so that was like 15 years ago.
That's insane.
And
Has she lost weight since?
I don't really know. Sometimes we meet each other in the clubs now, and we always like, hey, what up? How are you? Hey, long time, you know. Hey, my friend. Hi, my friend. Yesterday, she posted a photo on Instagram, and I was like, the same angle. But I mean, listen.
C'est sa technique, tu vois.
Listen, tout le monde sa technique pour attraper le nigo. You have to have your technique. Listen, if it works, listen, the thing is this. If you know that the guy is hungry and he needs to eat something, and you lure him to come to your house, or you come to his hotel or whatever, and even if you're not what he thought you were, if he wants to eat, he's gonna be like, well, listen, let me eat. And there you go, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
But me, listen, first of all, I'm never hungry. I always had I never had problems there. And I'm not that type of guy who's like, well, since I'm here, let's do it. No, me, I'm like, see, if I'm not interested, I'm not interested. That's it. Like, tomorrow, there's another day. So let me close these parentheses. So now, I arrived to the car with my manager. And when my manager sees her, she sends me a SMS and she says, effectivement. Yo! So, my Elisio, my best friend, we in the car on our way to the city where we were performing. And he tells me, weren't you supposed to bring a girl? So wait, where was I? I think she was on the Elijah was in the middle, or I'm not sure. I think I was in the middle of the car. She was on the left side. He was on the right side. So he was like, "Are you supposed to bring a girl?" And I show him like, "Yeah, she's here on my left." And you know when somebody wants to have a fucking laugh and he's just like in the car, and he's like, "Wait a minute, la professeure de histoire géo là." So listen.
Oh man.
What is the problem? The problem is all this time. Oh, cachalot en anglais is also cachalot. So all this time, we've been talking for a whole month of everything I'm gonna do to you.
Ça vous apprendra, hein?
We've been talking about, I'm gonna do this to you, tu vas voir la poutrelle de Kinshasa, je vais faire la toupie, tu vas voir, sentir. faire des trucs que tu n'as jamais fait, puisque de toute façon tu n'as rien fait, donc tu vas voir. Listen. So listen, he was still a great person.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Listen, he was still an amazing person. He was still the same person. We were talking in the car. The conversation was great. So, at a point, we just here all talking, all laughing. We arrived to whatever city we were going to. We check in at the hotels. We get ready for the show. And we all go to the show. Eliseo performs. I perform. Everybody's happy. She loved the show. We all go back to the hotel. It's 4 a.m. And I tell her, hey, listen, I'm coming back right away. And now I try to stay in Eliseo's room and talk. So first we were supposed to go get our money, Guylaine, my manager, we go to her room. She do the count. She tells us, here's your money. Eliseo, here's your money. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, good. Everybody take their envelope. And I go with Eliseo in his room, and I stay in his room, and I talk, and I talk, and I talk, and I talk. And he's like, are you trying to stay here until she falls asleep? Get the fuck out of my room, bro. I was like, no, I have a girl coming. I was like, no, but listen, please. And when I arrive in the room, and that's the part where I felt bad. When I arrived in the room, she was with satin set of lingerie, all velvety and all red, all bad, and she was just there on the bed waiting.
Yeah.
And I got in the bed, and listen, I cannot explain to you how, but I just shut down. I just shut down.
Wow. Did she say anything?
I don't know. I shut down. I just woke up the next day. And listen, that's when I start feeling bad, because when I woke up the next day, she went downstairs, she went to the breakfast, and she brought up croissant, milk, everything. And she was like, hey, silk. Yeah, silk.
Oh my God.
So,
what a sweetheart.
Yeah, listen, that's when I was like,
pardon.
J'ai déjà payé mon karma, pardon. So, at that point, I felt like, oh my God. And but she was fine. We took the breakfast, we talked, did you have a great night? And she was like, yeah, I had a great night. I loved the show yesterday. I say, hey, sorry, I fell asleep. It's okay, you just had a show. It must be a hard day. And she was so comprehensible. So, all good. And then we arrived in Paris. I took her to the train station. And at the train station, when she was about, when she was future sound beat, she was like the princess in Shrek waiting. so when when she arrived at the train station. So, I put her luggage on the top, and and then she's about to go and take her train. The train was leaving in 2 minutes. And then she looks at me and she has tear in her eyes, and she's like,
oh no,
I'm sorry, I was not up to your standards.
Oh.
And I'm like, mais non, faut pas. She was like, it's okay. And then she left. And then the train departed. And well.
Oh my God. Wow.
Master Electronics says you should have tasted it. A lion devour every prey when they the praise served. Oh hell no, I'm not like you. I'm not that type of Congolese. So,
Oh man.
il faut monter la grande montagne de l'Himalaya. C'était une grande montagne, effectivement. So, and then that's when she turned psycho. That's when she starts sending crazy messages of, yeah, you lied to me, you used me, you told me you would do this, you told me you would do that, you told me that you would take my virginity again with la poutrelle de Kinshasa, you told me this, you told me that, you told me about la toupie magique, you told me that le pilonnage, all that shit, all the shit you promised me. And I was like, yeah, well, listen, I asked you for photos for 2 months. You never sent me photos. This is what happened. And I was trying to stay, you know, I was trying to stay nice. But at a point, I had to tell her the truth the way it was.
Okay.
At a point, I was like, listen, at a point, you catfished me. You knew exactly your level, and my photos are everywhere. I don't want to listen. I'm not trying to be but listen, it's not hard to type my name and to know how I look.
Right.
And you kept telling me, oh, you know, I'm not a photo person, blah 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 blah. And this is what happens. In a certain way, you used me too, and you wanted to force me to. And listen, you're a great person. I like, we can still be friends, but you wanted more from me without showing a little bit of, you know,
yourself.
A bit of yourself. So at least I could know what I'm fighting against. And now I have to find out when you got out the train, you know. So listen.
Oh man.
So listen, at a point, I was like, what was I supposed to do? You were supposed to take me as I am. Da, 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 da. What about all the things you say in your songs? Those are for the girls that I like. Those are not for the girls that listen. You look like a French teacher. Like, you listen. I mean, that's not true. Like, there's nice French teachers, but listen. I would say that I learned a lot that day about things not to do, and I also learned a lot about me.
Okay.
When I tell somebody that I like how a person looks, I like how a person thinks, and I also like the heart and the aura of somebody, and I'm not if I have this, it's enough. I know that I'm not that person. I need at least 90% of
the total package, basically.
Listen, nobody is the total package. That doesn't exist. But if you can have 85%
for you, right?
No, listen, if you can have 85%, you see what I mean? Like, you have to understand that you have to know yourself, to know if you might be a person that first is about the looks, then the rest. Some people, it's just the looks. Some people, it's just the brains. But the problem, we are in a society where people want to judge you for if you don't feel the same way as them. If like, I see, for example, I'm not trying to switch subject, but I see, for example, African women, for example, or American women that are trying to shame African men if they are not with an exact African woman, for example, or same thing with the Asian women and Asian men. Like, some people want to force you for whatever propaganda agenda that they have. They want to force you to love something that it's not your fault, your taste, what you like. Some people like mango, some people like bananas, some people like oranges. But
right.
And we are in a society where
your preference is your preference.
Exactly. But like some people are scared to have their own preferences, especially when everybody's talking about body positivity, this, that, all these stuff, all these things that people invent to force people into accepting everything. You don't even know how to. So you're gonna ask yourself, hey, listen, who cares about how she looks? Because listen, you're not gonna listen. You don't sleep with the looks, and we all get fatter as we grow. We all get old, etc., etc. So you start saying to yourself, it doesn't really matter the looks. And then when the person is in front of you, all of a sudden, oh shit, my 30% are not there. So the whole thing falls apart. For me, it's not for the rest of the world. Other people, they love what they love. Some people don't care. Like my wife, for example, she doesn't care about physique. That's what she says.
Oh, wow.
She tells me, listen, she doesn't care about that. For her, it's how you treat her, how she feels, her self-esteem, if you make her feel well about herself or not, etc., etc. I mean, I saw 2 exes. They didn't look bad. That's all I have to say. They didn't look like she doesn't care. But maybe it's just circumstances. But whoever she was with and whoever she's being with me, it's more about she doesn't care. Like if in the last 10 years, I put some weight, I'm getting older, etc., etc. We both change. The things that matter to me, when I take her, you should eat less, whatever. She's like, why do you care? Like me, I don't care. So why do you care? And I tell her, because I'm not you. And the things that you don't care about, it doesn't mean that I don't care about them.
Right.
And some other people, they don't care about nothing else than how you look. And I respect as well. Everybody has to find what they need. And so I felt at a point, that's what I told her at a point when I replied to her long message of menaces. I was like, listen, for real, listen, the whole time you knew how you look. And listen, she was not a bad looking person. It was just that.
But you weren't attracted to her.
Yeah,
like when you her, you were. Yeah,
I could. And listen, if I was a liar, if I was somebody like the person she was before, I would have pretended.
Yeah.
I would be like, you know what? All right, let's do it. The problem is, I can't do it if I'm not interested in you. I cannot even pretend. So, what am I gonna do? Like. And now imagine, okay, let me just pretend, let me do it. And now you like, whatever you felt is multiplied by 10 after you did la toupie sur la poutrelle de Kinshasa. Yo, now I'm fucked. Because now you're going to be like, oh my God.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. So I told her, I said, listen, every time that I was trying to ask you for a photo or something, you could have taken it and you kept having excuses, blah, 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 blah. So this is what happens. This is what happens.
She should have sent at least one photo, Yeah.
I mean, because, So at a point, we stopped talking for a few times. And then after a few months or a few weeks, I don't remember, she sent me a message telling me that she was sorry, that she understands my point of view, Hopefully we'll meet again.
I like her. She's a nice person.
She's a nice person.
Aww.
She, like the whole time she was a nice person. We should just never have went there. So I take my blame for letting me go there. You see what I mean? I let myself go there because I was like, show me a pic. But then I was like, who cares about the pic? Well, that's when I learned that day, listen, next time somebody doesn't want to show you a pic, don't go when the person says, I think I'm falling in love with you. Be like, okay, I mean, thank you. Say something. Don't say me too. Because you know that for you, the physical part of seeing the person matters for you. That person maybe was really saying, yo, listen, that guy is a great person. I like that person. He seems like one of the good guys. I like the way he talks. I like the way he thinks. He seems intelligent, etc., etc. And I know how he looks. But maybe she doesn't care. Maybe it's not important for her. I respect that. Yeah. But if it's not important for you, don't force that not importance on me.
On the other,
because you don't know if it matters to me. And if you want to force me into just discovering you the day I see you, then maybe you don't take it to the deeper personal side, and you wait for us to see each other, for me to realize, first of all, now that I see you, if you're gonna become one of my good friends, or if it could go somewhere else. And maybe if I would even say, maybe if there was no all this chemistry on the phone, maybe if this didn't exist, and then we see each other in reality, because there's no expectation, because you're not promising stuff, because there's no expectation, when you see each other, you're like, finally we meet each other. And even if you're not really my type, because we don't have expectations, who knows what might happen, because it's cool, we continue being friends. Maybe we can go somewhere. I wouldn't probably not go to like couple, but maybe hey, well, listen, like, because to me, it's not like I only date models. That's not true. Listen, I've dated women of all sizes, all heights, really? All colors. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
so you wouldn't mind dating a bigger girl? I don't see you with a bigger. But anyway, you're married though. You're married, so let's not even.
No, the thing is, I don't have I have what I like, but I go outside of what I like as well. And listen, when you married with somebody, and you've been with somebody for a decade, you like sometimes you both get fat, sometimes you both go back to the gym. Like, this is like, this is life. You both for life, so you understand that you're not going to look the same way you're going to look forever. So all this is something that you understand, so it's different. And listen, at 48 you don't think the same way as at 28.
That's very true.
At 28, you're performing everywhere. You can have anything you want. I mean, I still can do.
And you're exposed to.
And you exposed, and everybody's throwing you their vaginas at your face. But
oh my God.
but still, it's.
You didn't have to say it like that,
Well, that's. I'm frank. So I would say that.
Oh my God.
I would say that. Personally, having tried everything, probably, I think I tried all type of people. I know what I like and what I don't like, and it's not like I know what listen. I've never been like, I only date models. That's not me. But I've never been. I mean, after being with some type of people, I know why I don't like them. That's what I would say.
Okay.
And it's so it's not really like a heavier person. I tried, and it was fine actually. It just depends who. I believe, I believe that sexual compatibility, for example, is not a question of if the person is skinny or not. It's really a question of chemistry. And
Right.
you're gonna have chemistry with who you're gonna have chemistry. It doesn't have nothing to do with anything
Very
else.
true.
And you're gonna have people that looks exactly like you like everything, the perfection, and then there's no chemistry.
There's no chemistry. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you have somebody that's not really your type, but damn, your feet are gonna be like, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, you're gonna. So it really depends. It's and something I learned about life in general is that usually you cannot have everything. If she's too beautiful, she's probably crazy.
Is that a thing though?
Yeah, it is.
Like we need to stop,
Listen.
putting people in a box and like.
Did somebody
generalize.
try to run you over with her car or his car? All right.
Okay.
Listen.
Oh.
Master Electronics says, fat and ugly women are great because of the competition is lower there. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
Listen.
But I mean, some men like bigger women.
Listen.
So.
The skinnier they are.
Right, they always would like the big ones.
Listen, the skinnier they are. Like I know a guy I think he has 10 kids with that woman, and she's plus size, and he's like he's as skinny can be.
Extra small.
And listen, the guy is like, he's a tall guy, he's skinny. When you see his wife, you're like,
yeah.
And listen, they've been together for 20 years. They love each other like crazy, and he wouldn't dish her for nobody because that's his type. That's his type. My problem with people is, if you're not my type, why you want to force me? If you're not my type, you're not my type. Vous êtes complexé. That's nothing to do. It's, we all have our preferences, just like the same people who are telling you all these propaganda. Sometimes they are exactly with what they're criticizing. But hey, it is what it is. What is your type, other than me?
N'importe quoi. My type. I'm gonna say I'm more like your wife. You know what she said? I totally agree, and I understand what she meant by that. Because where I'm at now in my life, I need to be with someone who's gonna love me for me, right? So
and not for your physique.
Exactly. Right? Like I would like for him to like take the time to get to know me, and there's gotta be that that chemistry has to be there, but like it has to happen like naturally for me. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want him to be like, oh, she's so beautiful, she's so this, I'm sure I can bag her. Like no, like I really want you to like take the time to get to know me, because like, not to say that the physical is not important, because it is. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, it doesn't really matter what he looks like. No, it does matter, because I have to be attracted to you, right? So if I see you, I have to be attracted, right? But there's gotta be more to it as well, like the way you treat me, the way that the guy treats me, how he views me, and then like, do we have the same goals in life? Like where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Like where do you see yourself living 5 years from now? So
are you more a leader or somebody who wants to be led?
Nah, I want to be led. I want the man to take the.
So yeah, you are true Congolese magic. Listen, I might divorce you in 2 years and we talk. Master Electronic is saying, for me, it's the cooking.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny. I'm even though like I don't even like the term like new wave woman. Like I'm not a feminist either, but like I'm not like super traditional. Like I think I'm in the middle kind of, you know, but I would like for my man to take the lead, you know.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Getting fat in marriage is different than dating fat. Therefore, I don't see you with a big person.
Who said that?
Ellis boys.
Okay.
Well, listen. Well, the thing is this. If it depends, because you might like somebody if you meet them skinny, and maybe if after years they take 20 or 30 kilos, you might not like them physically anymore. Then the rest is still there, or your commitment is still there, but you might not, you know, it really depends of if it matters to you or not. Some people don't care. Some people, they're like, yeah, listen, we're together. But some people, if it's really like, to give you an example, and it's a crazy example, something that somebody told me that, and I was like, what? Some people have an aversion to pregnant women. Like when a woman is pregnant, they can't touch her. Like they really I wouldn't say disgusted, but it's a talk. Like it's some people have that, right?
Okay.
So when they fall in love with somebody, everything is perfect. Everything has always been perfect. Make love all the time. Blah 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 blah. And then she gets pregnant, and when the belly comes out, all of a sudden the person can't touch you anymore, and it's not because there's a problem. It's just because that person has a psychological thing, whatever. I don't know how it works because it's not me, but all of a sudden that person is like
they're no longer attracted to
and
woman?
they even repulsed.
Oh wow.
And I was like, wow, how can this be possible? This is your baby. And somebody told me, no, this is a real it's a condition that some people have. And then, you know, it's horrible for the woman because all of a sudden she feels that this whole thing, she's doing it alone. The person is she can feel. And then once the person gives birth and she gets back to her body, the person goes back to seeing you the way he used to see you. But pregnant, some people, it's in their head. And listen, it makes no sense to me, but it exists. So, you know.
But you know, the opposite is true as well. Even for the woman, some women, they love to be pregnant, right? Yep. So that's how you see some women, like they'll get pregnant like as many times as they possibly can, you know. And then some men, like they love seeing their wife, their woman being pregnant. So that's interesting. Though.
Yeah, it is. Huh? You know, like everybody has their little thingies. Yeah. Master Electronic says he's multi-compatible if you're interested.
Oh my, what?
Listen, there was a Ukrainian girl last week, my friend.
What?
She was ready to kill Master Electronic.
Why?
Oh, listen, just watch the show. Tatiana says her type is a kind guy.
Yes. Kindness is so sexy to me. Be kind, you know? That's step number 1.
Master Electronic again is saying, Trisha, I think I will love you for who you are and not what you have. This guy has been trying with every girl in this chat.
Kaysha, demande-lui, c'est pas pour les quiz là. Lui, il cherche pas les quiz là.
Congolese guys, you know. Bilinguia soupe pour l'éternité. This guy. Julie is saying, my style physically is Idris Elba. Same charisma, someone who can protect me, but I need him to be a man intelligent. I need discussion.
Yes.
I need someone
Yes.
with human values.
I agree.
Well, Idris and I are married. Sorry.
Well, she said someone like him, you know?
Yeah, listen.
Yeah. But back to intelligence.
Julie, Master
my God,
Electronic
that
is... You're not interested in Julie, Master Electronic? Yeah, go ahead. Wait, let me read some... Wait. Let me read another comment. My type is exactly the man for whom my heart is beating. Actually, is 360-degree awesome. Thanks, Lord.
Donc pour elle, il faut que le cœur bat, quoi. Si le cœur bat pas, là, c'est chaud, hein.
C'est ça.
C'est chaud.
Telling you.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, intelligence is so, like, first, it's a must, first of all.
Yeah.
And it's so sexy. Like, love it. Love it.
Listen, it's very interesting. As an intelligent man, why are you laughing? Why is she laughing? What's funny?
Sorry, carry on.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Ok,
So-
c'est bon, j'arrête. Vas-y.
As an intelligent man, there's something very interesting with women. They will like your intelligence and but then at a point they kind of see you as somebody that is cold. I mean, this is me. Because listen, I work a lot. I'm a workaholic. I'm about my and I work a lot for my children, for my family.
Yeah.
But at the same time, all my life, the same people that I work for have been complaining about the fact that all the traits that go with intelligence, which is not being emotional on everything, being able to be in a situation and instead of just reacting on the go, being able to stop and think and then say something. And at a point, they start calling you a robot. They start telling you that you have no heart, which is not true. It's just that you learn to filter things when they come. You try to deconstruct and try to understand what is going on. When those people love to be emotional.
Yeah.
And people love to say, I want an intelligent man. But when you got one, you're like, well, you have no emotions.
Well, you do have emotions, but it's just that you've reached a point to where you know how to control your emotions, right? And that's an issue that I see with a lot of women, and not to, talk down on women because I'm a woman myself, but that's one of the issues that we have as women, is that sometimes we don't always know how to, control our emotions. We don't always know how to communicate properly. Right? I may have an issue with you, but then I'm in my feelings and I'm yelling or I'm insulting you even, but I'm not necessarily communicating myself properly. And that's an issue. So
personally, I don't like yelling.
Yeah, me
so
neither.
If somebody yells at me about anything, the conversation cannot continue. I'm like, why are you like yelling? Like, my parents never yell at me.
Exactly.
What would you yell at me?
Yeah.
Like,
Totally agree.
What's the point? Well, why can't you say whatever you want to say without the aggressivity? Because when you put aggressivity and emotion in a conversation, then the conversation becomes about bumping fists and replying to whatever you said instead of having the conversation and saying things that might hurt. But if you tell them without the extra, the information comes in. The information comes in, and the person is like, okay, I understand. This is missing in my life. Da 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 da. Okay, I see. And then you can have those conversations, and even if it hurts, or maybe if it but it doesn't hurt the same as if you have the impression that the person is just saying something to reply to something that you said. And me, something that I really hate with people, and it's not just a man-woman thing, because it's the same thing with artists, it's the same thing with people you do the business with. A lot of people just have emotional reactions to everything. They cannot just be there and talk about something without reacting personally. They cannot disagree with you on a business and then not have a reaction like if you are a crook or whatever. Like if when I tell people, hey, this is how I work, this is my proposition, this is my proposal, this is how I want to work. If you don't agree, you can tell me I don't agree. I don't want to work this way, and it's fine. We will find another solution, and if we don't find one, then we don't work together. And it's fine. We don't need to be angry at each other after that.
Yeah.
But when you arrive to the point where like, okay, listen, cool, let's forget about it, then they start getting in their feelings. They pissed at you, and especially then you go work with somebody else, and then you make money with that person, and all of a sudden they act like if it's their money that people stole from them, and you're like, you didn't want to work with me. You didn't want to work the way we work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that comes with maturity as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people
don't have that.
They don't have that, So
that's true. My type, Lily says, my type has to be a like-minded person. I love how Lily said like an hour ago, I have to go. But I'm glad that she's still here. So my type has to be a like-minded person, spiritual, self-loving, intelligent, and good-looking.
Hey.
Full package. Full package.
Hey, I like that. And I'll add too, because like I have I think I have a really good sense of humor. So to me, like, if you can't take a joke, like, it's not gonna work. I know it already. Like, if you're too serious all the time, like, it's not gonna go anywhere. Like,
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah.
Me, I like to laugh as well.
Yeah. Like, if I can't send you like funny stuff, like, come on, what are we doing?
Julie is saying, Idris, if you're watching this show, I'm waiting for you. Hi.
Shada gang.
Shada gang girls. Gang.
Yo, I have to say one thing about Julie. Julie, elle a pas peur, elle a pas froid aux yeux. Hein. Julie, elle va s'exprimer. Elle va dire ce qu'elle a sur le cœur. I appreciate that about her.
Julie keeps pretending that she didn't tell me 15 years ago.
What?
When she just came on my Twitter out of nowhere telling me that she's my number one fan. And I was like, oh, amazing, da. She told me, and she pretends she told me, sucer n'est pas tromper.
Oh my God.
But I mean, hey, we didn't know each other. We're friends now. That was a long time ago.
So you've known Julie for that long?
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
I've known Julie forever. Like, I think it started on Twitter. And she was, listen, Julie has every CD of mine, etc., and then
wow.
and then Yeah, I even seen her movies. Like,
Her movie.
yes, movies. I mean, her movies. Like, yeah, I have a lot of
Yeah.
Julie movies.
Wow. Julie's a real one.
She's a real one. She's a
Yeah. Sirène des Îles aussi is a real one. Like, yeah.
There's only real ones here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. And I'm like new to the family, so you know.
Yeah, we don't even know what door you took to enter here. We don't even know who called
Well,
you.
it started on Twitter.
I mean, listen,
That's where it started.
we know each other a long time as well, even if we never saw each other in real.
Yeah.
We have like conversations on Facebook that dates.
Not Facebook, no, because I don't have a Facebook, and I
Was
think
not on Facebook?
I left Facebook in like 2011 or so.
Yeah, but before that, I had a message from you on Facebook.
From me.
Yeah, you remember when I had to do that show in Montreal, and
That
then
was on Twitter.
that was
It
on
wasn't
Twitter.
Facebook. Yeah, it was Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So you and I, we go way back, but like on Twitter.
Ah, okay. Yeah, just like Julia, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you said that, Julie. I'm sure. Listen, let me go check my messages. Let me say my direct messages, my pornographic direct messages with Julie.
Oh,
That she used to send me when she didn't know me. She didn't know how a faithful guy I was. But listen, I got so many messages from Julie during the years. Yeah, she told me that one day.
Julie
like,
baddie.
I was like,
She's
what?
a baddie though, so she's a baddie, so she's allowed to say stuff like that.
No, she's a great person. It's just that, she just said that.
Wow.
Or maybe, I don't remember. Like, our messages don't go. Maybe she had a new profile on Twitter. Because the last one I have is 2017. I can only go up to 2017. But I remember that we used to talk when I lived in Paris. So that's
crazy.
Well, listen, some people.
What about Sirène des Îles? How did you guys connect?
Sirène des Îles, I think she started coming to the show after I did the show with Naturi Eben. So she was on her live stream when I was invited there, and then after that show she started coming here, if I remember well.
How long ago was that?
That
Like
was last year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, telling
No,
you.
you have good people on here. Good people on here.
Yeah. Shada is saying we should find a place to do a virtual get together. Listen, something I want to do. So I would tell, listen, everybody that speaks in French, go to Dahlia MTV's channel. Dahlia did a show about independent women, and she had 4 other women there. And it was a great conversation because the guys were on the chat and the women were on the video. And something that I really want to do, because I can have up to 4 people at the same time on video. I would love to do me and Kaysha against, me and Buddy, against 3 women, and we do a whole conversation. Like it's not a question of like, it would really be a conversation, like men, women, we find some subjects and we talk about it. Because look, I was tired and I called you, and look, we did a whole show together.
We did.
So imagine if everybody had their phone, their cameras, and everybody was there, and it was a full conversation about, subjects, guys, girls, look, that would be great debates.
I'm in. Count me in. count me in.
Yeah, of course.
But why would it be 3 women and 2 men? That's not.
I'm worth 5 men, so. Ciao, Lily.
T'es un cas à part. T'es un cas à part, toi.
C'est possible. C'est possible.
But how soon do you wanna do it?
Listen, the thing is, whenever everybody's ready, so either I take people from the club or I find other people that are willing to do it. Maybe, maybe I find somebody exterior from the show and we just, find some people that are, maybe I find some friend that is a fierce feminist. Somebody that would be great for that would be my best friend. Because my best friend always have the best subjects.
Okay, good.
So we can have her, we can have you, we can have a third one, then me and Buddy. And I think that would be a great show. We would laugh forever.
Yeah, no, that would be super dope. But how would we do it? How many people can you have on the screen, did you say?
I think the maximum is 4 people. Plus
4 people,
me.
okay.
So I think we can go, I think I can have the interview mode. I just send you a link. It asks you if you can use your mic and camera, and then that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. It's just maybe you see me. When you talk, I put the phone on a tripod like this, so just to stay stable, and that's it.
Okay, cool.
So most people need a phone or a laptop or a webcam or anything they use. Plus, so it's just like a Zoom meeting. Just send you a link, and boom.
Yeah. Oh no, that would be so dope.
I nominate Sister Dahlia, Trisha, Julie, and Sirène des Îles for the first show. Hey!
Ça sera chaud.
Telling you.
Il y aura des arguments qui vont sortir.
I mean, it depends the subject.
Right.
It depends what is the subject and who finds the subject, and what do we talk about actualities or do we talk about something specific?
Yeah.
So you just have to.
But right. I just wanted to say quickly. You know what I appreciate about the club is that first of all, it feels like a family, right? And then second of all, there's that level of respect.
Because we block people.
Okay.
Listen, you missed the day that all these girls went in on somebody in the chat until we blocked that person.
Wow.
I don't remember who it was. I don't remember what episode. I'll try to find it so that I can send you the link so you can see the if you look from a computer, from a phone as well, you can see the replay of the chat. And I don't remember who was being very disrespectful to me and to everybody, and like those girls just were mean. Ellie's boys was mean. They were mean.
Yeah, no, you gotta keep it cute, Come on.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is this. To me, we fight for the gang. The thing is this. To me, it's
who said that?
Ellie's boys, of course. To me, it's very simple. I really believe that if you have a show like this one and you are making it grow, you have to not make it grow too fast. Because if it grows too fast, let's say instead of how many people we had tonight, we had around 333 playback. So so it means like you have 10% in the chat. Some So a playback is somebody who plays and then sometimes leave and then come back. So it might be only 150 people, but most episodes are watched by around, with the replays, around 500 to 600 people watch the show every episode. If you go from this to 5,000 all of a sudden, first thing is you don't control the chat anymore. So you cannot have a conversation where you know everybody, because everybody that comes here, when they just arrive, we know that they are new because we all know each other. So even if we welcome the people, we know when it's a new person. And when the new person comes the next show, I know and they all know, because it's usually the same group of people. So when there's a new person, like for example, Joel, Dalia, Julie, they've been here since day one. Ellie's boys, she starts seeing me in Bodhisattva's shows. And then from Body's show, she translates it to here as well. So then I would say she's second generation. Then Charlene, she's third generation. All this in the last 2 years. But the great thing is, and we have some people that they don't come anymore because after quarantine, they have to sleep, whatever their reason.
Yeah.
So, but the good thing is, because we all know each other, it's we can see when there's somebody strange. Everybody sees directly when there's a problem with somebody. If we have, or when we will have 10 times the people, the chat is going to start to be impossible to see, because there's going to be too many messages. Because even when the chat becomes crazy with the amount of people we have, I have a hard time keeping on with the chat.
True.
You know, when the chat is going, like sometimes I have my own show and the chat have their own show. Like all the Shada gang girls, you have your conversations while I'm talking about something serious. So sometimes I'm talking, so you have to understand how like for those who are watching, you're not watching because you're on the phone, but for those who are watching, you have to understand how I see the things. Let me go on demo mode. Why can I go on demo mode? Damn, wait. Interview mode. Where's demo mode? Damn it. Oh, there you go. So when I'm on, the way I see the whole thing, I see all the comments down there. So because I'm looking at the camera here, I can also look at the comments going up here, but I also see them on my left from YouTube, and I also see them on my iPad. So sometimes as I'm talking, I'm gonna peep at the comments just to see if whatever I'm saying, there's somebody who's saying something that is important, or something that, you know, is has something to do with the show.
Yeah.
And sometimes I look and I see that the whole chat is talking about something that has nothing to do. And I'm like, damn, they don't care about whatever I'm saying. But that's great.
We're in our own world. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, because you know, you kind of create a place where maybe some people will one day become friends in the real world from meeting in this show. Maybe some people will work together. Like for example, I mean, Lil Maro and MJ Wemoto already have 4 songs together, and they met here. Future Sound Beat does remixes for my singles, and we met here. So amazing. You know, it's that's the beauty of it. And like that's why a lot of time now, like I used to never think that I would be able to, like 2 years ago I was like, I would not do a show at the same perfect hour even once a week. I was like, oh no. I mean, I like to.
I don't think you do it.
I like to be free. I like, you know. And then look, I got my days.
I don't know how you do it. Tell me how you do it.
You have to do it. You know, sometimes if you want to create something, you want to make a business out of something, you have to grind. It's the grind.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Les filles ont le couteau entre les dents ici, de vraies Amazones. Ça, c'est vrai. Ça est vrai. Tu n'as pas... You didn't see the episode where Dahlia tells about her life story with my cousin, getting married to my cousin, and when my...
Oh non, celui-là, j'étais là. J'avais suivi, oui.
She was ready to stab some of my cousins.
I remember.
Yo. So Emmanuel, hey, hi Emmanuel. So Emmanuel sent me a message on Instagram telling me that there's a girl that really looks like my wife. And she sent me a bunch of videos of the person in the bar, but she's in the dark. So I could not see the person. I would only see some shadows. Emmanuel, what's wrong with you? Don't you understand? Flash? Use a flash next time. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, Master Electronics says the chat is always into another galaxy. A lot of distraction here.
Mais en plus, c'est lui qui vient embrouiller les gens là dans le chat. C'est lui.
I mean, I think people take him too seriously. I think sometimes it's just playing. I mean, I don't know.
Ouais.
Maybe not.
Non, mais moi, je comprends son sens de l'humour, donc ça va.
Well, sometimes I don't think he's laughing.
Ah, ok. En tout cas, le peu de fois qu'on a eu à interagir, ça va. Ça a été, donc...
Ouais, moi aussi. Moi, ça va, je comprends. Après, il y a des gens... Dis, la semaine dernière, là, on parlait de l'Ukraine, là, la go allait le tuer. Je suis sûr, si je l'appelle, je lui dis alors, qu'est-ce que tu penses de ma sœur? Je déteste!
Je te jure.
Lui, il aurait été en Ukraine, ça aurait été le gars qui serait resté devant le train. On l'aurait pas laissé partir. Il dit, prends un fusil, va te battre pour nous. Listen, I had a great show tonight. I was about to talk about the EU banning Russian TV, the hypocrisy of the US, NATO, etc. But yeah,
This was much better. I'll say that.
That's Club Shada, you know. Sometimes
Okay.
Master Electronic is lucky we kind of like him. If not, he would get a Shada girl beat down. Damn.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's lucky. Because we don't even know who his wife is. Because he always show up with a different one.
What?
Because on that episode that disappeared, he showed up with somebody, and that episode got hacked. Maybe there's a thing here. Interesting. But anyway, it's been 2 hours and 37. That's a long show.
Tu m'as prise en otage là cette fois-ci.
C'est vrai. Mais
Ouais.
le travail du deuxième bureau, c'est ça. Voilà.
Vos titres là.
Chacun a un titre. Tout le monde a un titre ici.
Sans commentaire.
Emmanuel Etienne, c'est la baronne. Toi, tu es de deuxième bureau. Julie. C'était quoi celui de Julie? C'est le jujusant. C'est à cause de la tu vois, le bobaraba, la taille, ça dirait là. Un féchier congolais, donc. On m'a dit. Je n'ai pas vu. Bon, ok, j'ai vu. Mais Je suis son manager, donc je dois voir les films avant les autres. C'est pour ça. C'est tout, quoi.
D'accord.
Quand je suis au lit avec ma femme et que je reçois un message privé de Julie sur Twitter, j'ai peur de l'ouvrir. Like,
Julie's baddie. He's a baddie. You know?
She is. And she's sweet.
Ouais. Non, elle l'est pas.
So
Mais
listen,
ça va, là, tu te sens mieux, t'es plus frustré, ça va?
laisse-moi manger un bonbon. Mais non, ouais, je suis plus frustré. C'est vrai.
On a su te remonter le moral.
Vous m'avez remonté le moral. Peut-être que demain, je mangerai enfin mon chinois. Vous verrez sur Instagram si vous me voyez en train de poster les photos, mais... When am I gonna play? To finish. I'm gonna play a track from my new album. So you're gonna do the outro.
Me?
Wait, qu'est-ce que tu
my
sais?
gosh.
Tu as vu et tu as bien vu. Eh, Julie, pardon. Je crois, je sais même ce qu'il y a à l'intérieur. Hein? Mais c'est professionnel, bien sûr. Tu vois, dedans, là, quand c'est... Dedans, là. Au vert, tout ça, là. Bon, anyway. So to do the outro, you have to say, thanks for coming tonight, Shada Gang. This show is brought to you by Shada Wear and the Gods of Good Fortune.
What? That's too much.
Okay.
That's
It's not too much.
That's a lot.
It's okay. We can do one.
I need a script. You know, people on TV, they have le prompteur, aussi, comment ça s'appelle là? Ils ont le truc.
Yeah,
hein?
the prompter.
Exactly.
So, we're going to do it one by one.
Okay. I'll repeat after you.
Exactly.
Also, I repeat
Exactly.
after- yeah.
So first of all, you want to thank Master Electronic that you love.
Okay. Okay.
So say it.
Okay, let me be serious. All right. So before we leave, we would like to thank Master Electronic.
Okay, ça c'est fait.
Uh-huh.
Now, you want to thank all the sponsors for their super
Okay.
chats.
For their what, sorry?
Their sponsors, the super chats for all their hard-earned money.
Yes. We would like to thank all the supporters. No, sponsors.
Yeah, the supporters. It works as well.
Et ça va mal, hein. Ça va mal.
C'est bon, tu apprends.
Je te jure, c'est en direct en plus.
C'est ça qu'ils
Uh-huh.
disent. So you want to thank all the supporters, and you want to acknowledge the stream royalty, Sirène des Îles, for the month
You know,
of March.
I don't know what that is, you know?
So the stream royalty, the sponsor is everybody that has been giving. So the last 25 per people who have been giving money for the show through the super chat, they appear on here and the names are scrolling. But then the person who give the most on a given month, so the addition of whatever they give, that person is the stream royalty. So it's the biggest sponsor. So it is Sirène des Îles. So you thank our stream royalty, Sirène des Îles.
Okay. And we would like to thank our stream royalty, Sirène des Îles.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Charlène dit c'est de l'esclavage pour le deuxième bureau. Shut up! See, like, vous n'aimez pas que les gens soient heureux. Les gens n'aiment pas les gens.
Elle dit c'est l'esclavage de quoi?
Pour le deuxième bureau. Les gens n'aiment pas les gens. Vous n'aimez pas que les gens soient heureux.
Merci Charlotte. Il m'amène dans un truc, je sais même pas.
On est
Mais
ensemble.
on y va quand même. On y va quand même.
On ne
est
sait pas
ensemble.
où on va. Et maintenant, you say, this show is brought to you by Shada.
Okay. This show is brought to you by Shada
And the gods of good fortune.
and the gods of good fortune.
There you go. Thank you to all the subscribers.
We're gonna have to practice this one. And thanks to all the subscribers as well.
Yeah, listen. And there you go. So we're going to play a beautiful song called Lose Yourself in Me. And me and my co-host for tonight, which is Miss Trish, that you can find on Instagram. Not you, Master Electronic, but everybody else. Master Electronic is saying, merci Tricia d'avoir bien massé mon pauvre cœur amoureux. This guy. This guy.
Histoire de massage.
This guy. This guy. Let me play you that track called Ellis Boys is saying free labor at its finest. Listen.
Right? Wow. Unbelievable.
Well, listen, I called and she replied. Everybody put some rainbows and some hearts in the chat for Trisha. And we leaving you with a track called Lose Yourself in Me. Thank you, my people, and we will see you on Wednesday. All right?
That's right.
That's right. We see you when we see you.
Bye.
You can lose yourself in me.